Testing. Alright. Welcome to episode 429 of Beauty Magazine. The Sims 4 story of a once thriving, now struggling fashion magazine. Story takes place in the year 2008. At that time, the magazine is 10 years old. In 2004, it was merged with another magazine, and that is where a lot of the struggles come from. You have a good night too, Daniel. Tonight we are going to continue on with week 3 of the Lost Legacy event, because it's Tuesday, and the new portion unlocked today, or should have. So let's get on in there and see about getting some more keys. And apparently we get to unlock her outfit, according to that. And for doing this event, we have switched back to playing as Crystal Stone and her buddies. So it's Crystal Stone in the brown, and Cole Ector in the green. These are Sims that I made 7 years ago for trying out the different collecting things. I forget who was first, but I think Collector was more about collecting the plants, and Crystal I had doing the crystals and the stones, the chisel rocks, and she got the handiness skill and went into the grotto cave. She was the first sim I had do that. And then over here we have Cody Poehler, the photographer for Beauty Magazine. Anyway, let's resume their portion. And then after we finish this stuff, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll jump back into the Allure Twaddle story of her doing the gossip reporting, or who knows. We'll see. Let's see how long this takes. I have about 3.5 hours that I'm going to allow myself today. I want to be off this stream by midnight-ish, because I got to work at 7 a.m. which is like 10.5 hours from now. So I would like a little bit of sleeping time. Just a little.
Russia. Wixona Zarspa. Penthip. Babris. Yumbala. Ah, Palmadi. Uh-huh. Ah.
The emissary exposed. Okay, so let's, as we were doing before, we are going to do screenshots of this stuff. And, yeah. Having taken the treasure and run off, the envoy's motives are beyond suspicious now. Track down their steps and find out what lies beneath the envoy's facade. Okay. Well, it's real simple. They made us do all the work, and then they kept the thing. Is this week 3 or week 4? I forget. This is week 4. Okay, well, my bad. You know, I can't even... I'm trying to figure out how many weeks it's been since my dog left me. And I was thinking it's about to be a week when it's actually going to be 2 weeks already. That was on the 11th. So hopefully, I mean, at the moment I feel like I'm awake, but hopefully that doesn't change. We gotta go to MVP again, eh? You know, these event people sure do love going to Magnolia Blossom Park. Yeah, see, like I said, let me get some music going or something real quick here, so I'm before I forget. Us, 'cause we're the ship of fools, looking for America, coming through your schools. Can we shoot her with the pirate ship? We built this city, built this city. Kalama, mama, mama, mama. Oh. Okay, ask about the royal envoy. Who do we want to ask?
What's all? Huh. Vroom. Huh. Oh.
Of course we want to have, if we're going to ask somebody, we're going to ask a time traveler.
Ooh. Yep, it to me. Narfa.
Yep. Don't mess with your Willow Creek, folks. Yeah. Okay.
Bazoo whiffed in a bay. Purple. Until Lake Kanapa. Lumbek. Warno oops. With a charb. Kiniku Swarspa. Risalek. Nubu Shorg.
Where's the nearest trash? Way over there. For a second there, I thought that this was a yellow crane over there building something. I'm like, please, please build something. Wait a minute, wait, hold on, let's get our reward. Oh, will you shut up about the damn lottery? You know, I gotta get bombarded with them damn things all day long at the damn grocery store. You know, it's Club Keno time. It's Doubler time. It's the Powerball jackpot is up to 400 million. The thing is up to, like, so what? It's growing. The jackpot is growing. Well, I don't know. Make it easier to win and it won't grow so much. You know, I don't want to buy a ticket. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. Because I'll get addicted to doing it. The last thing I want to do right now, when I got a little extra money on a credit card, is start buying lottery tickets, because I won't stop. You know, I have a gambling problem. The problem is I don't want to do it. I don't want to start. You know, I mean, isn't that the secret? You know, like, oh, winning the money will solve all my problems. You know, just nothing but freaking. You know, when I quit the store 6 years ago, well, 5.5. Back then, they were still doing the 5 million versions of the Forever Stamps commercial. I don't even know if they're still doing those, but now it's like, you know, every other commercial is lottery instead. You know, you get the stupid Hellman's commercial. You know, thankfully they kind of, my first week back last week, they were doing like a whole song and everything. Now it's like they're just doing a little blip of it. But I've already said, I am not, what. I don't know if they're doing Best Foods in the other half of the country or what, but Hellman's and Best Foods mayonnaise are the same thing. But, the fact they're using Sweet Caroline and bastardized it, I'm not buying their mayonnaise anymore. You didn't need to do that. You did not need to use that song and do that to it. I already liked their mayonnaise. I was buying their mayonnaise. Oh, if it came down to buying a name brand, whether it was Hellman's or Kraft, I leaned towards Hellman's if they were on sale more than what the store brand would be. But no, never again. You didn't have to do that with that song. So I'm not. No, you lost the customer. And then talking about freaking sweet, like sweet sandwich goodness or something. Mayonnaise is not fucking sweet. Miracle Whip is sweet, but not mayonnaise. Now maybe the ham would have been sweet. Just it's stupid. Thankfully, it is their commercial, because if it was a store commercial, they'd probably play it even more. They probably played it to death at every grocery store, not just the one I work for. You don't need this open. Okay, Upon inspection, Crystal uncovers a file named My Retirement Master Plan that requires a password. Retirement? Fancy house? It seems like the envoy is actually trying to enrich themselves somehow. Here, I'm going to really quick read these because I haven't been reading them out loud. So, it started off, it said, having taken the treasure and run off, the envoy's motives are beyond suspicious. Now, track down their steps and find out what lies beneath the envoy's facade. Travel to Magnolia Blossom Park, ask about the royal envoy. We asked Emmett Revelark, the time traveler. When Crystal asks about the royal envoy, Emmett mentions, I heard them laughing, saying that they will finally buy that fancy house they wanted. I think I saw them run off towards the Blue Velvet nightclub. What did the royal envoy mean by buying a fancy house? Things don't feel right. Call the royal envoy. We called and there was no answer when we called the royal envoy, but there was a sound coming from a trash can nearby, which sounds like a phone ringing. Search the trash. Crystal found the envoy's phone in the trash can. Could there be anything to be found within the files or browsing history? Inspect the phone. Upon inspection, Crystal uncovers a file named My Retirement Master Plan that requires a password. Retirement? Fancy house? It seems like the envoy is actually trying to enrich themselves somehow. Travel home. Why aren't we going to the Blue Velvet? The envoy has been on the move but left traces behind. Hack into the phone's files and discover the envoy's true motives. Do I have enough hacking stuff?
Swibbit.
The fairy finale, huh? Okay, they're talking about like probably the paddle boat. Alright, I'm gonna go get my coffee warmed up real quick from a fresh pot, and then we will continue. Give me that blanket, damn it. Alrighty. Fairy finale. With the envoy's phone in hand, the clock is ticking. Hack it and track them down. Before they get away. So all this time that was not. They were not actually saying any words. Oh, okay. Oh, you're not gonna let me. Alright. Crystal remembers the code she found hidden on Cordelia's statue in the museum last week and wonders if it's related to the royal envoy's plan. She enters the code and voila! The master plan file opens and it is shocking. You know, as someone who is trying to commit such a large crime, the royal envoy has a terrible understanding of cybersecurity. The file reveals all of their plans in detail. It turns out the envoy was trying to steal the treasures for themselves this whole time, sell them off, and make a massive profit. Wow, it also includes, it also includes the specs for a massive house with so many hot tubs. No wonder the royal envoy has been acting so shady. They have been tricking people this whole time. They must be found immediately. This crime cannot go unanswered. Crystal remembers someone mentioning that the royal envoy was running towards the Blue Velvet nightclub in Willow Creek. Maybe they're still there. Maybe. That's right, we haven't actually seen them this time around. Well, if we don't see them, then we'll have to go back to the last week's file and try to get a hold of them. That's not going to work because it's not last week still. I don't know. No, you needed to... Well, you do have her as a contact on somebody's phone. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either we can save her or we can't, but it'd be nice if we could. Like we've got Emmett. Cassie. No, we're not taking Cassie. Oh, there's Allegora. don't care that you want your MTV. We're not going to listen to that song today. I'm going to listen to you yapping about that. Music played when the words are touched with sorrow. When the music plays. When the music plays.
Sled. Phoebe.
Okay. Alright. Alex laughs, saying if you want to find them, look next to the lake. They mention taking a one-way trip on the ferry to their new life of luxury and wealth. Surprise a royal envoy. Ah, she's down there fishing. Alright, well, before we do anything, we're going to save. And then we're going to do this. You're doing it wrong. You need to save it as something else. Otherwise, you're screwing it up. I don't want her getting away.
Combi pa Yisharao. Ah.
She's public enemy, dastardly. Oh wow, she's mean.
Flipisa Fruma. Lexa. Bornadu.
Can we tighten this a little bit for you? What's love got to do? Got to do? What's love? And emotion. Please tell me I did not. Please tell me I didn't take the envoy before I saved or whatever. Or whatever I meant to. Waukegan, Illinois. Waukegan. It's Waukegan, Illinois. Okay, we did not add her yet. All right. We're gonna surprise her real big time. Hey, Miss Pirate. How's it going?
Ziffle, Nabagazish. Leva.
They literally just did a little bump thing with Indiana Jones going, "It belongs in a museum. So do you."
Bort. Baha! Torka? Abso.
Alrighty. The envoy's eyes widen in surprise when Crystal appears. Well, what are you doing here? Listen, please understand this isn't what it looks like. Oh, you read my master plan. Well, can you blame me? I'm stretched so thin between these families. What about my happiness? I just want a nice hot tub when I'm done with this job. Listen, if you report me, this could cause great upset in the kingdoms. I bet they won't ever trust you, and I won't be able to show my face again. But if you forgive me and let me go, I promise I'll just stop and walk away. The simoleons I would get from these treasures wouldn't make up for me losing my job and reputation anyway. Forgive the envoy or not? Interesting. Sounds like we've got a choice here. I don't think it'll let me do both of them. But we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll see. Alright, which one do I... Well, I want to forgive, so we'll try forgiving first, and then see if we can report her after we reload.
Couture, Dobie, Fibane, Chew. So
Okay, I don't want to click on that yet.
where's the shore?
Okay.
The Sam.
That says, Marina, the envoy, sighs with relief and smiles as they say, "Thank you so much, Crystal, for not turning me in. I saw an opportunity and got carried away. Do everyone a favor and look after those treasures. I might pay them a surprise visit one day." With that, Marina leaves for now. Okay. Okay, I gotta remember to save this as something else first. Just like I thought, you can't do both. That's a shame. Well, it's a good thing I did the one I wanted to do first, just in case. Alright. I don't remember you having a patch. I guess you did. Oh well. I should have claimed that for Allure. Okay, that's different. Could probably give that to Gloria Downing.
Isa. Du shao. Capiona. Da shimo shani. Ha. Rabo Klutz, huh? Huh?
Oh, wait, I gotta go back to Crystal and put a key away. Um, you're deleting the game you're currently playing. Don't do that. Stupid idiot. Oh well.
Oh. Then I, oh. Aha! Oh.
Okay, you've got platinum and aronium. You can make swords. Or have them made. It's a shame that I couldn't check and see what happened when we turned her in, though. You know. But, I mean, I'm glad I picked the one I meant to do first, because, you know, I didn't want to be stuck with the wrong one. You know, the one that I didn't want to keep. But... Hey, stupid. What? She's over here. Okay, well, it's probably not going to do a whole lot, but we're going to try it out. You know, that... I don't know where she thought she was going on that paddle boat. I don't think it was going to go all the way to Darien. Gotta get an interview with her.
Maurice.
So.
Fella Bloom. Ooh, harpy.
Gaba Mooney Hitch.
Ruby.
Ternoi.
Oh, nope.
Yes.
Grenza. Bueno. Neva.
Moopy.
We some no.
Rifna.
Mola Shubinin.
No sab.
Ripple. Nurbane El Kabul. Bobanef. Ooh, keep that there.
Jaffa Porme. Ziwawa. Neze. Yevoya Basi. Limba. Oh, Miss Dell.
Brinka Flanobo.
Yifatamay.
Lavar.
Flummo.
Dina.
Hayabu. Yes.
Fella Bloom. Ooh, harpy.
Yabba. Floobs.
Venorba KB Sibo.
No Quimbo.
Close it.
Finette.
Ina.
Clap. Arrogant. Kiss up. Totally no. Kiss up. Janine. Ari Brup.
Pujing. Zonk.
Warpa?
Flinnable.
You been?
Sickla Yama.
Oh, Shapey Bully.
Where you going? You ain't leaving me. You ain't going in that house yet. You wouldn't have that house if it weren't for us.
Oh, Oompa.
Sombra, Bonkaru.
Be good and we'll give you a hot tub.
Rasha. Jump up on the dash.
Foya. Oh, Tanoba Fanoi. Shmizo. Cool.
Zombisi. Moi bim, yasafena. Top Fweezy. Yeah? Ah, stayed happy young. Sweat.
Aw, look, see? You got a little reminder there of the paddle boat you almost escaped on.
Pina. Oh, Bleach. Yafa.
Ah, crazy.
Looking for a little romance. The chance. I've no secrets away. For the highlights in your picture. I've been blind. Lady in red. You're still dancing with me. Cheek to cheek. There's nobody here. It's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. Our heart will know. This beauty by my side. I never forget the way you look tonight. Just as I do tonight. Never seen you shine so bright. Amazing. Everything people wanna be there by your side. You turned to me and smiled. Took my breath away. I never had such a feeling. Such a feeling of complete another love. As I do tonight, lady in red is dancing with me. Cheek, nobody here. It's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. I hardly know this beauty by my side. Never forget the way you look tonight. Never will forget the way you look tonight. Lady in red, lady in red, lady in red. How about you? Nope, none there. One's better than none. Okay, we already have all the swords except for Excalibur here. We are level 10 swords. Let's go pull the sword if we can. Might as well do something useful. Oh yeah, we'll do that one instead. All right, here we go.
Who wrote it?
Now, does having all the swords and having, or do I need to have fitness skill too? I don't know.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Sim Caliber, not Excalibur. Sim Caliber beckons a Sim trusted and true, adept with a blade and ready to pursue. A kingdom awaits their guiding hand where commoners trust and understand. But if they fail to prove their worth, the sword's displeasure shall quake the earth. Okay. Well, I don't want to necessarily become a noble. I just want to grab the damn sword. But hey, you know, whatever. Maybe I have to be a noble. Oh well. Allegra feels a bit embarrassed after failing to pull some caliber from the stone. Perhaps patience and examining the prophecy on the stone to identify whom some caliber is seeking will lead to success next time. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to turn her into a noble. I want somebody else to be a noble. I don't know who, but because I haven't come up with a story yet for that, but alright, so that's fine. That's fine. There can be only one, but it's not her.
Ooh, Zula. Bobinef? Uh-huh. Ooh, keep that down.
Okay, let's see. Do I have that answer yet? Alright, well, that's it for that. Okay. I don't think anybody has said it that way before. Did I... I guess I didn't do it after all. Which means you're in on it. Because that's the second time you've given me one of those. You're not him, unless there's more than one of you. Because you're the royal robber. Either that or this is saying she is, but she might not be. But you're acting like you are. I think you're all in on it, but still.
Ah, nope, sir.
Tenebib.
Oh, there's Cordelia.
Marie Poshima?
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to go anywhere yet, Cordy.
Oh, Tinkwell. Rogaba.
Umida. Uh-huh. Default. Pana Harnip.
Uh-huh.
Juliet? Yeah.
Granky Hisma. Franj Banfa. Kusha. Nam Sapona. Nukum Galang, huh?
Maybe I need to, like, win the sword tournaments or something.
Ooh, keep that.
Zombatar. Noe Yopik. Huh? Sibo. Roshi.
Pretty sure we got that already. Yeah.
Vama. Vipin. Nam Sapona. Nukum Galang, huh?
No, I did not.
Harchizoi Bathi. Kroba Giba.
So.
Lina Enda.
Rogaba.
Fury Sarza. Ha. Sush. Lina Lo. Acho. Hene Drobna. Asta Lo. Osto. Gazo. Dorbo. Yonki.
Uh-huh.
Mima Shore. Sush. Vin. Gusha. Vinaroom. Or. Shooks. Torque New. Jay. Green Zimoy. Shuna.
Siwa.
Ooh. Dad.
Huh?
Marie Poshima? Oh, Tinkwell. Fella. Balloon.
Whoa, doyum.
Hoo-hoo, harpy. Marika.
Already got that one. So, if any, I noticed there's a bunch of people watching, or at some point there were. I haven't been doing the noble stuff. Instead, I've been doing the gossip. So, I've been screenshotting all this different stuff. When you ask about the gossip, I mean, there's like at least 60 different things here. And then a few of them are telling me things that the others aren't.
And Zerba.
Ooh, keep that a monkey flan. Grow Hipna. Lexon. Play.
Ab.
I've been approaching this as though she's a gossip writer. I've never been into gossip, so just for the fun of it, I made her a gossip sim. And then it turned out that gossip was the interaction I needed to do.
Gore, you fall. Quar, the possibly.
I want to gain their trust.
Haven.
Watani. Kumbacha.
Oh,
Yeah, but he needs to say Scout's honor. Or she. You gonna keep a secret? You're listening to that. Hey, Cordelia, how's it going over there? Hey, come here and give me a hug. Come here, I want one of them royal hugs.
Aw, Mescanor. Viva Deso. Laminu. Utsapa. Vispadrobal. Shunik. Nas. Stevie Flina. Ah, Crazo. Yikla.
Bull Gelna. Starbadoo.
Darpa Zorpal.
Playing hard to get, huh?
Yay, boo.
Woga. Funi. Nasty Flina. Zombisi. Moi bim Yasafena. Ah, Crazo.
Boo Jean.
Tuga. Florid.
Ooh. Zimastay. Lumis. Instadorpa.
Baba. Even Deso. Yambalama. Ikla. Stulain. Finner. Huh?
Rouge. Skiba.
Ah, Moosh. Ubate.
No, that's not true.
Spinning wax solanu.
We know Jeffrey Landgrab did it.
Arabe fetish.
I'm gonna go get my warm up my coffee. I'll be right back. I'll do my little thing here real quick. Bloop. Yeah, yeah. Alrighty.
Fingers are full. Wicks, wicks, wicks. Ah, ha! Yeti! Swatter chow. Lunge a bird now. Gerba base.
Ah. Marie Poshima?
Irene.
Oh, Tinkwell.
Lisa Sway. Norma Pendola. Thank you well.
Alright, Fia, what you gonna tell me tonight? Cause you haven't already told me. Tell me something about the landmarks.
Oh. Put enough for the bed.
We need to save, cause, Romaldo, told us something new.
Gypsy!
Shut up. Get out here.
Bobaneff? Ooh, keep that.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that. Do we have that already? Nope. Nope. You're telling us about the mirror in a different way. See, you know, it might take me all these episodes to get this stuff, but, my goal is that, you know, as long as somebody at least is giving me one or two things per episode that I didn't already have, I'm gonna keep trying to do this stuff. But, you know, I mean, it does get a little bit boring when it's like, you know, 3 hours worth of stuff and I get one little bit like this and nothing out of them chests anymore, but it just, I don't want to give up on it yet. Like I said, as long as it keeps doing something, and we don't have all the frogs yet. I mean, we got the noble frogs, but we don't have all the regular ones yet. Okay. So yeah, I've been collecting all this gossip. There's These are the 9 different suspicious notes. If you go around the houses and look around the tables when you first start the game, the new pack, there's envelopes sitting around all over the place in all the different houses. You pick them up, you get one of these messages, and then at some point the vendor in Bellecourt starts selling them, so you can get the ones you didn't get yet. I made note of all these different treasure chests, but the only ones that actually mattered were these ones at the top of the palace. They only mattered because when we went up to the tower to finally look in one of these, Cordelia came up there and took her orange books and threw them in there. And that basically put them in all of them. Because like looking at the library shelf. Or opening any fridge on a lot and you have access to the whole inventory. So there wasn't any treasure in there. But she did have copies of these books. The Cordelia Thebe the First books. So I collected this info. And as best I can tell, Cordelia Thebe the First was drinking immortality potion, or maybe rejuvenation potion, or I know that number 3 here, that's the recipe for immortality potion. All you gotta do is add a Morcubus statue. And she keeps talking about the violet eyes. Well, Cordelia Thebe the First was not the only one with the violet eyes. Miss number 5 here's got violet eyes too. She been drinking something. She's doing something. So either she's got the secret of what they've been doing and been doing it herself, or what if she is Cordelia Thebe the First and she's been taking potions and, who knows? But the politics of dancing. Okay, let's keep you from going anywhere. We want you to stay. Okay, you're done. You don't want to talk about anything else.
Benoit? Swarspa?
Finimosh.
Prequel? Oh, Prequel.
Wavu. Ruskan Lumpima. Muchi Pichi. Olivar.
Where did I go? Oh, I'm sitting down.
Zimonis arrow.
Okay, you've already told me that one. And now, the place I wanna be. Watching the world wake up from history. Someday we need it to wake up again, because
Sorry. Finalita.
everything's screwed up now.
Yes.
Downsizes.
Oh, Prequel.
Okay, you've already said that. Right here. I apologize if anybody wants... If you want me to read these things, you're going to have to say so in the chat. Otherwise, you'll have to go back to my other episodes and watch it within the last 2 weeks. Because early on, I was reading them as I got them. But, you know, I'm not going to keep reading them every single time. You know. I mean, I'm not one of these that harps on people chatting and liking and all that. You want to do that stuff, I appreciate it. But I want you to do it because you want to do it, not because I'm asking you to. But I have read these things already. I don't want to have to keep reading them. So, you know, maybe in one of these episodes I'll read through them when I have. Maybe tomorrow when I got a little more time, I might read them all just to catch up. But on a night like this where I got like maybe another half hour or so to go, I don't have time to you know, stop and read everything. So, apologize, but you'll need to say so. If that matters to you. You know, I mean, if I actually see somebody say in the chat, hey, could you read a few of those? You know, I'll stop and read a few. You know, I go through the ones for Bellacord or Vortimar or something. Okay, we've already got that. Okay, you've told me that. Floating on away, floating on away. There's nothing that I can say make you change your mind. Watch you go round and round. Seems we're turning upside down. All right, let's go frogging. I have 5 of the noble frogs so far. I believe in yesterday's episode, I did a little experiment. We'll come back and get that one. And I saved it as a separate file, but I had her at the time. I had like 2 or 3 of the frogs, and I had her kiss one. And then, like, offer to marry one. And then kissed another. offer and like you know, I kept kissing them and adding them to the family, and then you know pissing them off as I kept breaking up with them. But at some point, probably in a separate save file or something, I want to do something where I try to bring those frog people to life, and then either find a soulmate for each one, you know, going in reverse, or see if I can get them to hook up with each other. You know, something fun. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. We already got 30 frogs. Okay, now we got enough to pay the bill. Hey, Juliet, you want to get home to your baby? You know, you asked us if you should have a baby. We told you yes. What are you doing out here playing around with a fire, huh? Go home to your baby. You know, I don't think Dante and Romeo can handle it on their own. I could be wrong, but wouldn't you know? First of all, you're in another country, like you're across the sea right now from where your baby's at. Shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on.
Shows.
So I have this frog, but it doesn't count because I think I got it from the secret passage. It's like certain things it doesn't want to count in this game. It's like getting like I can't sell these. It's like I found them in the secret passage and it won't let me sell them.
Steve.
Okay. Oh man, starting to get a little case of the tired's here. We have, I'm, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'm not going to be going past midnight because I got to get up at 7 a.m. Or I gotta work at 7 a.m. I got to get up earlier than that. So. Sorry about that.
Sweetie too.
Maybe I should just cut my losses. No, we're not going to Ravenwood. Frog. Alright, I think we'll ask him stuff, and then we'll call it a night.
Poop cow.
Aha! A conqueror.
Because I'm starting to nod off here, or what I've already done it.
Keep that down.
Yep, that's new. Says, us Caps are an old, refined lineage. It was our family that built Bellecourt into what it is today. We try to never forget who we are and what we're worth. After all, everyone wants to be us.
Ooh.
Fella balloon.
Judge Pete.
Ooh, harpin.
Dishbo.
Moose.
Shame moo.
Biffna.
Proba Segor.
No.
No.
Okay, we already got that one. We already got the one about Cordelia sneaking to the lighthouse. I've tried to do everything I can think of under the sun at that lighthouse, but all it does is put a little thing here saying, oh, you're, what a beautiful lighthouse. So, maybe I gotta wait and keep doing stuff, and maybe she'll pop out of there or something, but...
Proba.
Boba Nest. Ooh, keep that down.
Okay. Right here.
Gobi? No beam flurba. Grana ura. Naba flarza.
Marie Poshima? Oh, Tinkwil. Rogaba.
Dude, you're not tired. I literally just filled your needs.
Bobanet? Ooh, keep that.
Okay. Alright, we talked to you. Let's go, let's go to a palace real quick.
Zorpal.
So. I got Ricks.
Oh.
Nope, sir.
Zimonicero? Maybe? I'll move.
Zwudacho.
Uh-huh.
Unjabirdna. Gerba Base.
Gaffa. Vum. Fibna. Fina. Finzijongi. Wanu.
So.
Get over here.
Kid.
Get over here. We're buddies. We're friends. Get over here. We're gonna have a hug.
Yabara. Rishu.
Yeah, there you go. Give me another one.
Uh-huh.
I think you're holding out on me.
Soapy. Pip of the zoo. Neeb. Rube Shavy. Bully Galanvouche.
Nope, sir.
Alright, where's, you? Aw, poor burglar. Would somebody catch you doing something and you don't like it? If I recall correctly, I think Crystal Stone kicked your ass. No. Wow. That is interesting. Okay, well. That is, different. No, we are not chatting with Iris. Do not look at Iris. Especially with her glasses off. We're not letting her seduce us. Medusa seducer. I don't know where you're at, but don't be coming to us. You know, that's one of the things about like these maps is they want to chat with you, yet they're like, you know, 20 million miles away. Okay, well, nobody around here wanted to say anything else. Where are you at? Okay, you two are, well, you're, we're not. We're not going to bother you while you're swimming. Oh, oh, there's a chest. Okay, I already got all the swords except for Simcaliber. Well, let's go find out where you live. Oh, you live. Oh, you're one of my. You know what? Let's go there. Let's go there. I haven't been there in a while, but I mean, I didn't finish the thing. I only made it enough to like pretend something, but you know, we're a gossip reporter. We can check in with the local news station. So who we got here? Nyla Potts, Stella Storm, Savannah Raleigh. I don't think you're part of the family, though. I don't remember if you are or not, but I thought you were, somebody for Gloria Downing, but then again, you kind of look like her, so I don't, maybe not. Okay, Leslie Redmond is in here. Max Eubanks. I think he's a cameraman. Cameron Thompson. Is everybody here? Well, anyway. where do we want to go so that we remember where we left off? Let's go here. I think we'll start off by tomorrow by if he's here, we'll talk to the Duke. For the Duke. Well, isn't that convenient? He's standing right there. All right. And that's going to have to do it for tonight because I do not want to stay up too late. I mean, it's probably already too late, but... Tomorrow will be episode 430. And just a reminder, if anybody's new here, this story is like a whole mishmash of different stories. By now, after over a year of playing this, we've got the main beauty magazines with all the different employees and their families that I've given to them. There's rival magazines. We're currently doing a story of somebody working for a rival magazine. I mean, as it is, we got, Allure Twaddle here. She's working for Nancy Landgrab, and Nancy Landgrab has a magazine. Nancy was having a hard time getting anybody to work for a magazine, let alone, she's got, in this story, I gave her a bunch of adopted kids, and she called on the phone and asked one of my Sims if they should have a baby. So she's also got a newborn. So she's got Malcolm the teen, she got 4 adopted child age Sims, and 1 newborn. So the deal was, okay, you watch my kids, I'll give you a tryout at the magazine, but I want you to go get the dirt on these so-called royals. So that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. Since I got this pack. But it's not our only story. I over the course of a year, I have added new people. I've added people from 7 years ago when I first started playing The Sims 4. Sims that I had intended to do things with, but didn't get around to, or didn't finish. So now we're doing them. Now there's more worlds to go to, more cities, more buildings. New things that fit the theme. Crystal Stone was my archaeologist. Back then, all we had was a couple of neighborhoods of chisel rocks for her to dig up. Now I've had her actually going to Salvadorado, and I just had her do the event thing earlier today with getting the keys so that she can at some point put them in a museum. So, yeah. There's all kinds of things going on here, and and not only that, but I play other games also. There's characters in this world that also drive trucks in American Truck Simulator, and do things in some other games. Like I played a clothing store simulator game. You know, it just, if there's games that fit the theme, I gave Enzoy a try. I'm not really ready to do anything with it yet. It kind of frustrated me a little bit when I played it. It just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, and the building is still a little. It's not there yet for me. It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything. I'm not used to it yet, and it wasn't doing what. It doesn't have what I need it to have yet to tell stories. You know, I mean, if I'm gonna pretend something, I can just stay right here in The Sims and pretend. For now. Anyway. So when I start off tomorrow, we'll see about asking him a question. So it's almost like I need to get a truth serum or something. It's like, you will only tell me the truth. I want the beans, and you're going to spill them, or else. Spill the beans, or I'll turn you into a beanstalk. Yeah. And, whether you want to subscribe or not is up to you. Whether you want to leave a like or not is up to you. But as far as, if you're enjoying what I'm doing, I very rarely take a day off. Usually it has to be some sort of power outage or something for me to not have a stream. Or if I'm working, like if I work till 8:30 and I gotta work a 7 o'clock shift the next day, and I'm just too tired to get on here, or I fall asleep and miss it, or whatever. But if I'm able to get on here, I get on here and do something, even if it's just an hour. So, you know, you never know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what I'll be doing. I just know that I'm probably going to be on here tomorrow. So. And I have the playlist link in the description and in the chat. For, you know, all you gotta do is look through any of them old episodes. You can zip through them. The playlist is in order from episode 1 going down to 429. And you don't have to watch the whole episodes. You know, I don't expect anybody to watch about 6 months worth of hours. You know. So, anyway. Let's switch back to the other thumbnail while we're at it. So, thank you to those who are watching. There were quite a few of you tonight, and still are. Sorry I can't go longer, but, you know. I don't have the old steady schedule that I used to. Now it's a roller coaster, so it is what it is. But tomorrow's episode should be a little bit longer. You know, I get home. I'll be home around 3:30, and as soon as I'm able to get on here, I'll be on here, and it'll be a somewhat long stream. I'll be off Thursday, so yeah. Thank you to those who were watching. Thank you to those watching in the future, And hello again to Daniel. Be sure to check out his link. He's got some truck driving and sports games and stuff on his channel. If you're into that. Hope everybody has a good night and a good day. And hope to see y'all in the next one that you are able to make it to. Until then, bye-bye for now.